Hi everyone, YouTube people, wishes, mediums, whoever you are. Hi. Um, if you don't know who I am, my name is on YouTube. It's what is it? Michael the Medium? No, the Lone Wolf on YouTube. My website is Michael the Medium. That's different. My name is Michael Zavala, and I haven't been on YouTube in a long time I've been on YouTube like every day. I look at readings, I look at videos, I learn stuff, I use it for school. But this is my video letting you know how I've been doing and that I'm coming back. Um, well, technically I started on Facebook and then I went to YouTube for a couple videos and then I got really intimidated. So let's backtrack. About during pandemic time, I started doing Facebook videos, doing tarot, and it was just for me and my family because I haven't my family. A lot of my family lives in Mexico, and also please bear with me because I am really sick right now, so I can't hear from this side, and I'm really stuffed up inside of my sinuses. But yeah, back in the pandemic, I started doing tarot readings for my family and friends just online, just channel messages, YouTube readings, and then people started coming through. People started from because I didn't know. I guess I was reaching out to people through Facebook Live. I was able to reach out to other people who strangers, and some of them even asked me for a reading. And the thing is that I started doing mediumship around that same time, and I started practicing online, and I loved it, and I fell in love with it, and I just loved mediumship. So it's like I went from tarot, graduated up to doing mediumship, so I didn't need the cards anymore. I could access spirit through my intuition. Um, and so I continued practicing every day, and I would practice mediumship, and I would still do tarot readings, but I would start giving out free readings all over Reddit, all over Reddit was a big place for me for mediumship readings. I did a lot of them there. But my first mediumship reading was through a woman I met. She was a good friend of mine. Marina. That's her name. Sorry if you didn't want your name being called out, but I just said it. Um, Marina back in on Facebook, and she had just lost her husband actually, and I read for her, and I was like, she was my first client. I think she paid me or something. I'm not so sure. A lot of my work was free though, and I started going to a spiritualist church. A spiritualist church is a church from the religion, philosophy, and science of spiritualism. It was created back in 1838, 48, 1860, something like that. 1838, 48, with the Fox sisters. Don't quote me on that either on the date when it started. It was in the 1800s, mid to late 1800s, with the Fox sisters up in New York. You know, the Fox sisters were the one of the first mediums who made mediumship popular. And then they came out and said it was a hoax, and the whole thing. Even if people thought it was a hoax, you know, people still believed in it, and they kept going with it. So I just went to that church because I heard it was a good place to practice your mediumship. Plus, I wanted to see how it was done in person. Because then that all I've been doing online were readings on Reddit and typing it out, and then maybe phone calls sometimes or Zoom readings. But I never got to do it in person, and in person was a different thing. So I was with the spiritualist church for like 3 to 4 years up until last summer. So it's been a year since I left. I had an amazing time. I loved it. I loved doing mediumship. I was like, this is what I want to do. This is who I want to be. I want to do this for the rest of my life. This is I want to drop school. I want to drop everything. Just do mediumship forever. Like, I fell in love with it. Like, I just loved it. And I realized I helped a lot of people. The reason why I loved it was because I helped a shit ton of people. Excuse my French, but I helped a lot of people And I tend to make people cry because of them, their spirits just come through with the messages, and I make them cry. But it's always a good sign that, when people start crying in mediumship, it's a good sign that the information is accurate and it's really their spirits talking to them through me to them. Yeah. Thing is, let me see. I was having a good time with the church, but and yeah, things happen. Like drama happened, of course, because anywhere you go, wherever there's gonna be a group of people, there's gonna be drama. Where there's two or more people to join together, drama happens. The quote's actually something else. Where two or more people join together in perfect harmony. I don't know what it was. It's something magical, some magical stuff. So I was going to the church, but I also started school again. And so I was getting really, really busy, and I ran out of financial aid money, and I don't have a job. And I was doing mediumship for free, and I was doing tarot for free, and I was doing witchcraft for free, and I was just giving and giving and giving and giving. I burnt out. I burnt out so bad. I was like, I hate you all. I don't want to be here anymore at this church. I don't want to do mediumship. I don't want to do tarot. I don't want to give this or that or this or that or anymore. I am done. And so I burnt out real fast. And I was doing everything by the book, to prevent stuff like that from happening. And yet it still happened. My mistake that I learned now, my high priest told me from the Minoan Brotherhood, he told me, it sounds like you just you're already an advanced medium, and you're very good at it, but you keep doing it for free. You're not exchanging. You're giving your energy. It's almost like you're training your spiritual energy to use your own spiritual energy, and then you get drained, and instead of getting something in return, I don't get anything because they're not paying me money, because they're not giving me good feedback. And honestly, I even went to the website verysoul.com. Yeah, it's a good place to practice. It makes you feel like you're a professional already. So it gets you built up to that moment, to the moment you become a professional medium. But I tried it, and I realized there's a lot of people who aren't really. Some are scammers. There's a lot of scammers. There's lots of scammers. I found out, especially through the witchcraft community, there's a lot of scammers on the internet. And that's how I knew that when I went to the mediumship community, I was like, something's wrong here too. Like there was, so not to get into the whole drama things, but there was a tense moment back there at the church with some of the president at the time. He was a fraud, and he was really mean, and he yelled at me and everything, and it was just awful. And I lost a lot of friends because of that. But I learned a lot. The thing is that I learned a lot from going to that spiritualist church. I learned a lot about mediumship. I was taking the mediumship certification course from the Morris Pratt Institute at the spiritualist educational branch. The branch of education. Yeah, the educational side of spiritualism. And I started learning everything about mediumship, like a lot. I finished the whole course. I started taking the exams. And to be honest, and I hate saying this, but to be honest, Spirit told me it was time for me to go. The moment I started doing the tests, Spirit said, I'm sorry, kid, time to go. It's not your time here anymore. It's over with. And so I had to walk away. I hated doing it. I went back and forth, and I was like, I'm here to stay. No, I hate you guys. I'm gonna walk away. No, I'm here to stay. No, I hate you guys. I'm gonna walk away. I'm here to stay. No, it was a mess, and I was really just burnt out, and not just burnt out, but Spirit was telling me it's time to go. Like, I just sensed something was changing, and that change was going on within me. So yeah, sorry guys, this is a long video, but I gotta share. And so I left the spiritualist church, and I started doing the online readings again, just to practice mediumship. After I took many breaks over and over again, but I still ended up bitter and like hating it, because I felt like it started to become a chore, and like I don't know. And then I was like, I haven't done a tarot reading in 5 years now. And I've been focused on mediumship. I stopped it with tarot. I loved tarot. It was so much fun. And yes, I would get moody and very, not grounded. I was ungrounded by tarot readings from the other people's energies. But I remember how much fun I had. I remember how happy I was doing mediumship and tarot and witchcraft learning. I feel like maybe I've hit a plateau, or I don't know. But it makes sense what my mentor, my high priest told me, and my mentor told me. Eventually, you do want to charge if you can, if you want to, because spiritual work is all about exchanging of energies, and I understand that now. Um, you can't just give, and not expect anything in return. You're gonna run out. Like, it's like if you're like this teapot, and like, okay, let's say you have customers and you have a little teapot business, and then you keep pouring it out, pouring. Eventually, you're gonna pour out to everyone in there, and you keep giving it out for free, and then you run out, and then you don't have money, and then you don't have the money to pay for the teapot anymore, for the coffee or tea, whatever you're serving. The tea, did I say tea? The tea company? I don't know. You eventually gonna run out. You can't pour out of an empty cup. That's the old saying, but you cannot do that. And you have to have something filled up inside in order to give out. And that exchange happens with mediumship through money. I hate saying it. I know a lot of people think like, oh, free reading. Let's go to YouTube to get free reading on tarot. That's so much better than everything. Yeah, you know what, guys? Like, please be nice to the people you get readings from, spiritual services from, especially if it's for free, because it takes a lot of energy. I worked on myself to not give out my own energy in readings and use the energy of source. Use the other, even in my witchcraft and everything, use other energies, not my own, outside energies. Even when I did that, I still use my energy, because no matter what you do, you're always going to use some of your energy for anything. And so I think, and the way to give back is through money or food or a service in return. That's why I love exchanges. Exchanges are really good. But at the same time, yeah, I understand the whole money thing. I never liked, I hate saying this, I'm a Pisces, so I hate money. I hate selling myself. I hate the business aspect of mediumship. I hate it. Why? Because I'm just not used to it. I feel like it's greedy and selfish. But I live in planet Earth in 2026. I'm a college student. Of course I need the money. So I will be advertising myself here and there as much as I can. I'm going to start making more videos. But I will advertise my website and my blog that I will be starting up. I will be doing tarot readings again. Short ones, maybe not too, here and there, not like every single day like I used to do it. But I will be coming in and out, and I will be talking in these videos about mediumship, my education that I learned through the mediumship certification course, through the spiritualism that I went through. And I will be teaching even witchcraft and talking about witchcraft and just vlogging. I'm gonna write a vlog today. Yes, good memories. But yeah, vlogs. That's an old thing. I think people do shorts now, so I'm gonna have to get used to the shorts too, because I don't know. I've been so behind on everything. Other than that, I guess that's just a messy way of saying that I'm back. I'm tired. I'm sick. But please just know that us mediums, us psychics and witches and healers and coaches and teachers, we're just trying our best. So please, and this is something I was taught in my college, my university that I just graduated from. Be nice to your teachers, be nice to the elders, be nice to the people who are teaching you, because they're trying their best too. And they really are trying their best. And you know, they need something in exchange for all the good work that they do. Because usually it's a thankless job to be giving and giving and giving all the time. It's very thankless. People just take advantage of you all the time, and you have to just cut them off and say no. And it's hard to say no because the person that you are that's why you got into this type of work in the first place, to help people out, because you have such a big heart. You want to give and give and give, but again, you can't pour from an empty cup. So all I'm saying, buy a reading from me at some point. I will show some recordings of some readings that I've done or that I do later on, just to let you know how the mediumship readings work. I'm not only gonna do mediumship. We can do love readings. We can do money, career readings, love readings, career, money, life path, healings. I do healings too. I can heal. Witchcraft. We can do spell work. We can do that too. So those are the services I will offer, for a price, of course. But we can always work something out if money is an issue. I don't guarantee everything's gonna be perfect and you're gonna win the lottery and you're gonna have millions of dollars and your boyfriend will come back to you and you'll be together forever and ever. But no one can ever promise you that. Because if they do, watch out, they're scamming you. But I just hope that people do get something out of the work that I do. Something good, something peaceful in their hearts, some healing, some peace, and some closure. I hope people find the joy inside themselves again, and to be good people, and to be inspired by spirit, to be inspired by their higher power, by their loved ones and angels and guides all around them. And to be true to themselves. So, other than that, that's all I have for today. Just a little, and one more thing. I graduated from Cal Poly Pomona recently. That's university. I am going to Mount SAC to finish the prerequisite classes in order to get into a physician assistant program, because I switched from physical therapy to physician assistant. So that as a career goal. So now I'm going to be a physician assistant, not a medical doctor, not a physical therapist, but a physician assistant. Not even a nurse, a physician assistant. I'm going to do that. So there's, I did gain a couple pounds, but I did gain a lot of muscle. And it's time to cut. It's summertime, and it's time to lose that fat. And it's Pride Month, so I'm going to paint my nails rainbow soon. They are long, and they are not rainbowy, they're pink. But, yeah, gonna paint my nails soon, all rainbowy, and getting ready for Pride Month. And, yeah, so I think that's all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching, for whoever watched. If you want to say something, can you comments below. I am not going to put timestamps on this video like that. I am not going to put timestamps on this video. This is just me getting in touch with you guys again and reaching out and just saying hi and starting over. Fresh starts are always good. So thank you, and blessed be.